Hello, beautiful. Welcome to today's practice. Today's theme is beginning fresh. You can begin in a kneeling position, sitting up onto your feet with the toes tucked. So you get a nice stretch to the bottoms of the feet. At any point over the next few minutes, if this position starts to become uncomfortable, you can untuck your toes and sit onto the tops of the feet. In yoga, there's a concept called samskara. You can think of this as the grooves or patterns that we create in our minds and our bodies through habit. Sometimes these patterns serve us. They help us to grow and to flourish. But other times they keep us stuck, reliving old thoughts, habits, or stories. The beautiful thing about yoga is that every time we come to the mat, we are given the opportunity to reset, to let go of what's no longer serving us and to create space for something new. As we move through this practice, I invite you to treat each breath, each pose as a fresh start. With every inhale, imagine drawing in renewal. With every exhale, feel yourself releasing old energy, creating space to begin again. Let us set our intention. Bring your hands in front of your heart. Bow the chin down to the chest. I release the old and welcome the new with every breath. Let your hands come back down to your lap. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. As you exhale, start to walk your hands out in front of you. Come into a tabletop pose. On your next inhale, allow your belly to sink down towards the floor as you arch the spine, lifting gently through the tailbone and through the crown of the head. On your next breath out, start to round through the spine. Let the tailbone tuck under. Upper back round, shoulder blades spread apart. Cat pose. Again, moving through cow pose. Arch the spine. Draw the chest forward through the arms. And again, exhale. Cat pose. Rounding up. Then take a few more breaths, moving the spine in each direction. As you flow through cat and cow, feel the wave-like motion of your spine as an invitation to let go of rigidity. Each exhale is an opportunity to release tension, to soften into this moment. Each inhale is a reminder of the potential that lies ahead, waiting for you to step into it. And you can start to return back to your neutral spine. Move into a child's pose. Send your hips back towards your feet. Keep your arms reaching out in front of you. Gently bring your forehead down to the ground. Imagine trying to fill up into the backs of the lungs, the space that resides behind your heart. Let that part of the body expand, rising up towards the ceiling. The next movement symbolizes the act of beginning fresh. From the grounding of child's pose, we'll transition forward into cobra, opening the heart and lifting into renewal. Allow your breath to guide you. Let's begin the movement from the shoulders. Start to lift up. Let the upper back start to round, shoulder blades spreading. Then start to press through a tabletop, bringing the shoulders to stack over the wrists. And keep the shoulders moving out in front of you. Start to sink the hips down towards the ground and then lower the chest to the earth. Your hands will be towards the bottom of the rib cage if you need to adjust a bit. Let the tops of the feet press down into the mat, tailbone lengthening towards the feet. Shoulders roll back. Chest lifts. Inhale. And then start to lift the hips. Send them back towards the feet, moving back through child's pose. Then we continue to flow. Shoulders move first, spine waves and rounds forward. Keep moving the shoulders forward until they can't go any further. Hips come down, elbows bend behind you, lower through cobra. Chest meets the earth. Back up through cobra. heart lifts, hips lift, hips and shoulders move back, child's pose. Go ahead and continue to flow, moving forward, spine rounds through cat pose, and then sink down through cobra, down to the ground. Reverse the movement, start to rise, send the hips back. Imagine yourself letting go of anything weighing you down as you move through this flow. Let your heart lead, trusting the journey of unfolding into something new. This next time you make your way back into child's pose, start to tuck the toes, take a full breath in, stretch long through the arms. As you exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal the feet to walk your dog out, bend and straighten the legs a few times. Then gaze out in front of you. Walk your feet up slowly to meet the hands at the top of your mat. On your next inhale, find a halfway lift, neutral spine. As you exhale, fold all the way back down. And then begin to rise, root down through the feet, lift through the inner arches, send your hands up into the air. As you exhale, bring your hands down through heart center, recalling the intention that we set. I release the old and welcome the new with every breath. Take another breath in, circle your arms up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips. Halfway lift, inhale. On your exhale, bring your hands back down to the ground. Step your left foot back behind you and rise into a high lunge. Reach both arms above the head. Keep the hips squaring towards the top of your mat. Take a full breath in through the nose. Full breath out. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, open to warrior two. Turn your left heel to the ground. Stack shoulders over hips, arms reaching out into a T. Take another inhale. As you exhale, turn the right palm, reach up and back behind you. Peaceful or reverse warrior. Let the left hand gently lay onto that back leg. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, sweep your hands down to the ground at the top of your mat, framing the right foot. Step the right foot back, downward dog. Hips up and high. Start to look out in front of you. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Look out in front of you. Walk your feet up to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward and down. Rise to stand. Reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands to your sides. Inhale, reach up and overhead. Exhale, fold forward and down. Halfway lift. Exhale, hands meet the earth. Right foot steps back this time. High lunge, rise on the breath in. On your next exhale, open to warrior two. Ground through the feet and feel the strength in this moment. Imagine yourself standing firmly in the present, ready to release old patterns and step forward with clarity and purpose. Turn the left palm, reverse warrior. Feel the expansive energy of reverse warrior, a pose that opens you to possibility. Bring your hands down to the ground to frame the left foot. Step back to downward dog. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Walk your feet up to the middle of your mat. And then find a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale to stay. And rise all the way to stand. Let your arms rest by your sides. Step your left foot behind the right foot to the right edge of the mat. Find a little bit of space between the feet. Let the right knee soften. Reach your arms overhead. Take hold of the left wrist and then side stretch over towards the right. Start to come back up through center. Pivot the feet to the left, face the long edge of your mat. Maybe widen the feet a bit. On your exhale, fold forward and down. Release the old energy here. And start to walk your hands over towards the left. Keep the space between the feet. Make sure the right foot is crossed behind the left. Then slowly rise to stand. Let the left knee soften. Reach arms overhead. Grab the right wrist and then side stretch to the left this time. Each stretch, each movement is an act of renewal. Come back to center. Pivot the feet around to the right. As you exhale, we fold down between the legs. Start to lift the chest. Keep your hands on the ground. Walk your feet back together. Cross the ankles. Bend the knees and lower all the way down to the ground. We're coming back to seated. Take a full breath in. On your exhale, twist to the left. As we finish in this seated twist, think of it as wringing out the old, a physical release of any stagnant energy. And then face back to center. Inhale. Switch the crossing of your legs. On your exhale, begin to twist to the right. Your inhale brings in the fresh and new, the possibility of what lies ahead. And allow your exhale to carry away what no longer serves you. Face back to center. Let us seal this practice together. Rest your hands on your knees, palms facing up in a gesture of openness, or down for grounding. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. With each inhale, feel renew, filling your body, mind, and spirit. With each exhale, let go of what's heavy, what's unnecessary, known and unknown. Remember, each moment is a chance to start fresh. Thank yourself for showing up today with openness and intention. Bring your hands together and in front of your forehead. May you know peace with your thoughts. Hands to your chin. May you know peace with your words, and hands to heart center. It's been an honor to share this practice with you today. Thank you, and take this sense of beginning fresh with you as you move through your day.